Hi, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing my hands, hi, I'm Erin of Planning Life with Erin, and I'm so excited you stopped by to check out this video. Thank you for being here, and if you're returning, hey, how have you been? All right, guys, so yesterday was the first day of fall, and it's definitely starting to feel a little bit more like fall. Today was pretty chilly this morning, and I think it's only going to be 60 degrees for the day, maybe 65, somewhere in there, but it's nice. I can tolerate that. It's when it starts getting 40s and 50s and -20s that I am not happy, but I don't mind nice crisp fall air. So I have the windows open, and I'm enjoying the weather. But I also got my TheCoffeeMonsterzCo order in, I think it was Saturday, and I got my my autumn emojis kit for the Hobonichi Cousin. So we're going to use that for today. Then I think, so it comes, I did the three pages where you get the washi stickers, but I think I kind of I got this from the washi tape shop, and I think maybe we'll use this, but how do I want to use it? I like this one. I think it'll look good, and then we can save these for another spread. Okay. We have tons and tons of things going on this week. We have open house. Joe and I have a concert. I have plans with a friend on Sunday. So it is Monday, and I am like, let me get a jump start on my week, and let's get this party started. All right. Do I want to... It's going to take that too far into my morning. What do we want to do here? I think I'm going to use the headers, and then we'll use this washi tape down at the bottom. I'm just kind of looking around to see if there's any other. I do have the fall washi. Do we want to use that? Maybe we can use a combination. I don't know. All right, let's just start with the headers. We'll start there because we're definitely going to use those. I've been using the top section, the between the 5 and 6, to write in what time I woke up so I can track my sleep. Usually I track my sleep in here on the sidebar, but I made a happy mistake a few weeks ago, and I've been enjoying using it, the sleep tracker, in my Hobonichi weeks. So we kind of made that little switcheroo. That's what I like about, it always feels like it's the beginning of the year. It's not. Let me know. I don't know why, but let me know down in the comments if you feel like this time of the year is the beginning of the year. I don't know. I know it's the end of the year, but for whatever reason, maybe it's because of the way that school starts and all that stuff, I always feel like it's the beginning of the year. But what I do love, where I was going with that, was that at the end of the year, because that's actually what it is, I feel like it's a great time for me to kind of change, in a sense. So the leaves are changing and they're falling and all that stuff. And it's a great time, I think, for me to, oh, these are so cute, to do some changing myself. So I like to kind of see what's working. A lot of the time what I'm doing is working. So I don't think about changing it up a little bit. And then something I make a mistake, and then I change it up a little bit. So that kind of works. And I actually think we're going to do another little change. And I actually want to start with this week, a to-do list kind of thing. And then we'll do my trackers at the bottom. And this does come with a sleep tracker, but I haven't been using it. So get some of these bullets. Because I do have quite a few things that I want to remember and I need to get done so my kids are going to sleep at my mom's house on Thursday night, because Joe and I are going to a concert on Thursday night, and we figure we'll be in pretty late. So they were nice enough. They offered to keep them overnight for us. So that works. And then I believe Joe is taking Friday off of work. So that'll be fun. Just hang out. The days go by very quickly when they're in school. So I don't know how much we'll get done, but it'd be nice to have a little bit of time. Okay. So I have this week, and then I want to do my habits, which have been going pretty good, except for working out. But we're still going to include it. I know this is probably like the 100th week that we're like including them in. But I do think that if it's there, I will do it. It's important. I'm still kind of like finding my way when it comes to certain things. And my schedule is one of them. All right, let's see. I used the TheCoffeeMonsterzCo Coffee Monster ink last week. Do I want to go back to black? I think I'm gonna. I need to ink up my pens actually. But for now, we're just gonna use, this is an Energel pen body, but inside is a Uniball. Uniball 1, I think it's a 0.5 or a 0.7, I can't remember. I just kind of had it nearby, so I put this ink in when it ran out. All right, and I also did some, I did some rearranging of my desk. I am enjoying it thoroughly. I know you guys are probably like, Erin, you rearrange your desk like every other week. And I do, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy it. I like changing things up a bit. But this is like, I just kind of ordered new shelves. Spencer was needing some vertical space in her, like on her desk, because that girl, she has so many things. So she was kind of like running out of space, and we've like done like cleaning out of things, and it's just a lot. She like loves arts and crafts and slime, and that stuff like starts to pile up. So I thought it was a good opportunity for me to like update my planner space a little bit. And then, oh, I wrote with the wrong pen. You know, I thought it wasn't, that's all right. Maybe I was talking and I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I can just darken it up a little bit without it looking weird. No, maybe not. But I feel like I have to keep going now. Oof. All right, we're not gonna. Let's see if I can concentrate and just go over what I already wrote. So I use the Energel Clenna, the 0.3 for my lines because I'm not a huge fan of pencil. And then I write with, that looks really dark, but that's okay. And then I write with my, well, I guess it's the Uniball 1 ink, but I do like the Energel Clenna too. I just didn't have them near me. And that was partly why I wanted to kind of reorganize things a little bit, because I have a sideboard next to my desk, which I love. But I don't have wheels on my chair. And I know it sounds so silly, but I don't have wheels on my chair. So sometimes when I need certain things, like I have to wheel myself over, I have to get up, and and I know it sounds so terrible because it's right next to me. I swear I'm not that lazy. But again, I put a different ink refill in here because I had it right next to me in my cart, and I didn't feel like, I know it's bad sometimes. It sounds bad when I say that out loud. But I kind of wanted a little bit more desk storage, I guess, but like off to the side, so I still have like a really good amount of space to work in. So it worked out, but I'm trying to remember where I put certain things. Do I want to do it like that? I need to make room for my days of the week because I don't think I did that last week. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. Oh no. I did it differently. That's right. We're doing it that way. Okay. So these can go up here. we're all about different right now. All about experimentation and what worked, what didn't work, and what I feel like would be beneficial for 2025. And I kind of like figuring that out now. So this way I can use it until like, so this way it's not, I like to be prepared. So I figure if I start doing things a little differently now and experimenting now, I will figure out what is good and what's not working. And then by using it, I'm kind of like tweaking it as we go. Okay. All right. What else? I have some space there. We didn't pick a washi. Are we? I like this. I just don't like how it's like scalloped on the end. But maybe we could do it this way. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Ooh, what if we use this? And this. I know. Shocking. It's my grid washi. I don't know. I'm feeling very torn at the moment. But I do like to have something at the bottom. Some sort of washi. I've been doing it all at the bottom lately. So maybe let's try it. You know what? I'm afraid to like stick it down. What if I cut? No, that's not going to work. I was going to say, what if I made it straight at the bottom? But I think that should work. That's not terrible. Okay. Now I need to cut this. So this is from the washi tape shop. It is I guess it's a PET. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I just ripped the corner of my page. It is definitely a Monday. Well, that's sad, but that's okay. What am I going to do? Okay, note to self. Also, this is going to stick. Okay, let's try. I hope that's even. Don't stick it. But yeah, this comes from the washi tape shop. I think I've only used it maybe once. And I did like it. All right, I like that. It's a nice full frame. Okay. Now, things to do this week. We have many. So, a few of these boxes are definitely going to be used. Let's move the knife so I don't stab myself. Okay. So we also have something on Sunday for the school. Okay. So we have karate. It's so strange. I think I've said this before. It's like one of those things where I feel like obviously we're in a different school year, but it's weird because it doesn't feel like last year. It feels like we were just like on like a Christmas break or spring break or something like that. So I'm having a little bit of trouble, if I'm being honest, adjusting to the new schedule. Because we're doing the same activities. They've just changed now at the times. So like Spencer's dance is not on Tuesdays anymore. It's now on Saturdays. And then Weston still has karate twice a week, but it's not on Tuesday and Thursday. It's on Monday and Wednesday. So I'm having a bit of trouble remembering all the things, like the changes of the days. And I know once we keep doing it, I'll get into the routine of it all. But, all right, let's see. I'm not sure what time we're going out, but I'm just going to put it down here, like dinner time. Okay. And then we have something on Sunday morning for the school. I think I want to use, I think a small one would be okay. Now let's use a bigger one. Let's add some orange to this page. I don't know what time it is, but I'm going to say, actually, you know what? I'm going to pause and I'm going to go check. Okay, I was kind of right. I was thinking it was at 10, but we do need to be there a little early to register. So figure 9:30. Okay. Not too bad. All right, I feel like there's other things. Let me consult the calendar. Some stuff is not on the calendar yet. Joe has a dentist appointment today. Oh yeah, that's right. See, I'm glad I looked. Wednesday is open house for Spencer. And that is at 6, I believe. And then Joe has a dentist appointment today. I think I'm just going to, I think I want to just use a bullet for that. Just as a little reminder. Okay. Pretty full week. And I am not going to complain. Because typically we don't have a lot going on until school starts. I'm going to use this for my high and low. I'm going to use these colors. Oh, that's a little too. Let's do this one. And let's do another contrasting one. We'll do the blue. Cute. All right. And I'll just stick this on here for now. All right. Whew. Let's get some pen to paper. And I'll write in some of the things that I've got going on this week. Okay. Move some of this stuff around. All right, we have karate today. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my Tombow Fudonosuke. Fudonosuke. Oh my gosh, guys. Today was a day already, and it's early. It's like 10:30, somewhere in there. None of us wanted to get up this morning. Usually Mondays are our good days, like where everybody's like energized, but we were just like, we had a long weekend. We had a bunch of things that we had to get done on Saturday, and then oh, that's what I need to pull out while I'm thinking about it right now, because I cannot forget. I'm just gonna leave this out so it's my reminder. Yeah, so we had a bunch of errands and things to do on Saturday. And then yesterday we had a birthday party. So I think it was just like, we didn't have like that like downtime. Like, I love to be cozy on the weekends and just like not do anything. And Saturday was a rainy, yucky day. So it would have been perfect to just be cozy with a book or binge watch a show and all the things. But let me see. But we had to go out. We had to get things done because we had a birthday party on Sunday, which yesterday ended up being a perfect day. It was very nice out. But again, like just having a birthday party, like going to a birthday party and being social and all the things, like all 4 of us came home, we were beat. Weston had homework that he needed to get done too. Going out to dinner with a friend. I'm really excited for that. I haven't seen her in a while, so that'll be fun. Or I haven't hung out with her in a while. I saw her last week, but I haven't hung out with her in a while. Okay, let's do some to-do lists down here. I want to make sure I check in. You know what I actually should do here? I'm going to write a new thing. So I have my meds in here, and it was just so I don't forget. I've been on an antibiotic for my leg. I actually have to call the doctor today. So I'm going to put that on my to-do list for today. But I want to add in budget, because I've been checking in with my new budget planner. I'll show you guys real quick. This comes from Christina Loves Planning. I'm planning on doing a video. I'm getting a delivery soon with some more goodies, and I will do an unboxing video. And I haven't quite decided yet how. I really would like to bring in some budgeting to the channel, but I'm not exactly sure how without sharing are actual numbers. And I don't want to do like a dummy budget. So I'm still working out kinks. If you've been around for a little while, you know, it's been something that I've been wanting to do. Joe and I don't necessarily feel comfortable sharing our finances, but maybe we can share some. Definitely like do some like sinking fun type things and stuff like that. But I've been loving this. So I've been on the hunt for a budget planner for a really long time, and I've never quite found one that works for me. So I did her disc bound system because I like bound books, but when it comes to planning, when it comes to budgeting, I like to be able to reference my camera. Hi. I like to be able to reference my calendar, and it's kind of hard flipping back and forth between the calendar and the weekly and the paycheck and all that stuff. So I do like the disc bound system. And then I had some dividers and things, and I just kind of created my own. It does come all put together if you'd like, or you can just get the printed out pages. But I'm just going to show you guys a sample of, and then we're going to go back to planning in the Hobonichi Cousin. But I wanted to show you guys. So I am a weekly budgeter. I like to budget with each paycheck. And I really love the simplicity of it. It has everything I need on here. It has debt, fixed expenses, variable expenses, and then a spot for us to write down our finances as they're coming in, and then some goals that we might have for the week, and of course our sinking funds. I've been on the hunt. It's actually how I found the planner community. It was completely by accident. Another happy accident, but completely by accident. I was looking for budgeting things, planners and videos and all that kind of stuff. And I found the planning community. So it was kind of cool and worked out very nicely. And but I've been on a search since then, and I've been using notebooks. Really, I just kind of write it out every week. But I feel like I needed more than that. I needed accountability. I needed to track my expenses, and I didn't have anything that really worked for me in the way my mind worked. And then I found Christina Loves Planning, and I'm obsessed. Like, it's perfect. It's got everything I need, and it's been really good. So I will do another video on that. As soon as my goodies come in too, I'll be able to share everything with you. And also, I will have a code for you that I can share also. Okay. Anyways, I went a little off topic there. So let's see. I need a to-do list for Tuesday and Wednesday we're going to do. Now, since I did bring in some of this turquoise, we'll just kind of bring this in. I love these colors together, although I don't know if I want to put it there. Let's put it here and I want to have a to-do list for sure on Thursday because the kids are sleeping over. So I need to make sure like I have, like my mom's like, what am I going to make them for breakfast? And I'm like, I don't know. What are you making them for breakfast? But I told her I would pack like, you know, make their lunch for the next day and have their lunch boxes ready to go and all that stuff. So I want to make sure I have my list there so I don't forget to do a few different things. And then what else do I need a to-do list for? I'm going to use a to-do list today probably for tomorrow. I did 3 of them last week here, and that worked out really, really well. I'm just going to start off with the 2 for now. Let's just keep it simple for the moment. Okay. I want to get some pen to paper so then I can decorate a little bit. But I need karate and I have dance. Let's get the activities down first. Spencer's been really liking her dance class on Saturdays, which makes me happy. Does that fit? I don't know if I like that on there like that. Let's put this back for now. She's taking acro and hip hop, so she's excited for that. You know what? We're just gonna put this here. I know what time karate is. I don't know. I don't know. Do I write the time? No, I don't. I'm like, what am I thinking? And we'll put another karate guy here. Okay. And the cello, guys. I need to get another sheet of these. Because, oh, maybe that's not a cello. It might be, it's a violin. Okay, but this one looks like it could be a cello, so I'm going to have to see if she has any cello ones. Because, where do I want to put it? I need to put it like where I'm going to see it in the morning. Spencer decided she wants to play the cello this year. She played the violin last year, hence the violin stickers. But this year, first she said she wanted to play the flute. And I'm like, okay, that's totally cool. But then she changed it to, what'd she change it to? She wanted to do the flute. And then did she go back to the violin? Then I think she was saying she was gonna go back to the violin. Then she said she wanted to do the cello. And I'm like, dude, the cello's kind of big. And it is. It's about like she can put it on her back like a backpack. And her friend is actually going to be doing the cello also. And I take said friend to school in the morning. So I'm like, this is going to be fun, trying to fit 2 cellos. Granted, they're not like full-size cellos or anything like that. But I'm like, this should be interesting. So I told her, I was like, if you're going to do this, and I have to rent it. Like, we didn't have to rent the violin because Weston actually had one that we bought a while ago. So she used that last year. And we still had our practices and things like that. But, you know, she actually wanted to stop at one point. I think it was right before Christmas last year. And I'm totally fine with, you know, wanting to stop or just try it and then it didn't work out for you. I'm not going to force them into doing anything because I feel like that can be very discouraging. So, but I did tell her, I was like, you know, you've got to practice. So we're going to be working in about 15 to 20 minutes of practice into our schedule on top of the 100 minutes of iReady that we have to do this year. I am not excited about this. Like, so our district has like a thing that says that the requirements are a minimum of 30 minutes and it should typically be between 30 and 50 minutes for iReady math and reading. And 2 lessons passed. Well, in our grade, we have to do 100 minutes of each subject and 3 lessons passed. And honestly, I just feel like it's way too much. I feel like there is going to be a lot of burnout happening and things like that. So, I don't know. Supposedly they're going to have some time in class to be doing these things. So hopefully they have the time, but it's a lot. It's like an hour's worth of homework. And it's not even the homework part. I don't care about homework. Like, give them paper and pencil. Give them homework. It's fine. It's good for them. I mean, we all suffer through it. But do I want to put this in here? Kind of like it there. Okay. So I think that homework is fine. I don't necessarily agree with homework, but I get it. And I can stand behind it. But I have trouble with the amount of iReady minutes, especially when it's not required. Like, that's not like the suggested and recommended amount. So I do have a little bit of a problem with that. And also, I just have a problem with iReady in general. I feel like it's a good tool if you use it like in the classroom, you know, when the teachers are around and they're helping you out and they're doing all the things. But it's tough on my family anyways. With Weston, he was kind of like always going ahead. And it made it difficult because Joe and I aren't very good in math. I mean, like, yeah, sure, basic math, but not some of the questions he had. And then he would get frustrated. And because he had to do these lessons and have them all completed, it was difficult. It's frustrating. My kids got super anxious. And, you know, it's not, I don't feel like there's too much learning going on. So, we shall see what happens. Let's do coffee. What is that noise? Oh, the cat's eating. Coffee and journal. So, we went to Weston's open house, and I was really surprised, actually. So in English or reading, I guess it is, they only do 30 minutes a week, and then they have the time to do it in class, which that's great. That's how it should be. I have no issues with that. It should be done in class. So I don't know. I know that there's been other parents that are not happy and haven't been happy in the past. So, but it's still a thing. So I'm like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, you know, I want her to be able to work her homework muscle, because there is always going to be homework. It's always going to be, you know, part of her responsibility. Maybe some teachers in some years, she won't have that much homework or homework at all. But it's definitely something, you know, she needs to work on, and that's okay. But like I said, I don't think that we should be having, like, you know, a mental breakdown because of it. So we'll see how it goes. Weston, on the other hand, let's see, I'm going to write in shopping. And go out with my mom on Thursday. All the stores. I have to go to the bank. So we went to Weston's open house last week, and I was pretty surprised, actually, that let me see how to write this in here. I already did it. So get ready. Breakfast. I'll write it over here. And then drop off. And I did go to UPS, so I'll do that. UPS returns. I was pretty surprised, actually, when we were listening to Weston's teachers. They, like, it's not as hard. I remember when Weston was in 5th grade, they kind of scared the kids that I know of and how hard it was going to be and this and everything. And I get it. Like, they've been kind of like babied, if you even want to call it that. It's developmentally appropriate. 5th grade, they have to, like, ease them into being a bit more independent and doing things on their own and stuff like that. Totally get it. But a few of the kids when Weston was in 5th grade were like, I don't want to go to middle school. It's too scary. Because they kind of make it seem a lot harder than it is. And I don't know if it's to, like, snap some kids into, like, not growing up, but waking up, in a sense, to having more responsibility and pressures. And I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with it. But we went to open house, and the teachers were very nice. But it seemed like the trend was they post a question in the Google Classroom. Like Weston was saying to me the other day, I asked him if he had homework. He's like, I checked this program and that program and this and this and that. There was like 10 of them. I'm like, I'm really glad you know what's going on, because I don't know. I find it to be like a little confusing. I didn't go to school that way. I'm not too bad when it comes to, like, computers and apps and stuff, but I could be better. But he checked all of his things. But apparently it's just having to, a lot of them, you have to answer one question at the beginning of the week. You have 2 days to answer it. And a lot of them were like, if you answer it before Wednesday or by this time on Tuesday, then you get like 5 extra bonus points and stuff like that. But then when they were talking about quizzes and tests, they're like, oh, don't worry. They're going to have time to do, or not time. They're going to have their notes. So as long as they're answering the questions, they'll be able to, trying to figure out which one. They'll be able to, you know, they'll answer. They'll have the, what are they saying? They said that they'll have the answers basically to answer the questions on the quizzes. And then if they still don't do well, so if they do their homework and they answer the one question or whatever it is, the little questionnaire that they give them, If they do their homework and they answer the questions, then they'll have access to the questions and their answers, and that is going to be what the quiz is. So basically, essentially, like my mom said, it's like an open book quiz and test. And I'm like, I guess. It just seems strange because, and it didn't seem like all the teachers were like, yay about it. So it's not, I don't think it's the teachers, and I hardly ever think it's the teachers, but because especially because they were all doing it. So it just seemed more like, I don't know, like the higher powers that be were the ones that are making, like, you know, the administration office and stuff. But it just seems like, you know, even if they fail the test, they have opportunity to, I think most of them were saying they have opportunity to make it up, and they'll take the higher grade out of the two. So if they fail, they have opportunity to do it. And like, that's great. And like, don't get me wrong. I used to love it when teachers in school used to say these things and be like, I'm like, yes, okay, cool. Like we can, you know, I can make that up, or I have the opportunity for extra credit work, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. But it just felt like, there's pressure from somebody, somewhere, don't know who, to make sure these kids are passing. So numbers look better or good. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I'm only speaking like from, I don't know. I guess my issue is that it doesn't give, it's not serving any purpose for these kids. It's like if they don't have to memorize things, if they're doing, if they have all the answers in front of them, yes, I understand like the chain of thought. Like if they do the question and they do their homework, then they'll do well on the quiz. But without the crutch of seeing the answer, like what happened to studying and writing notes and studying those notes, or reading chapters and memorization and things like that? I don't know. I know things are very different from when I was a kid, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if it's better than when and don't get me wrong, I was the kid that complained. I didn't want homework. So like, I get it, but I don't know. And from my teacher friends that I've talked to, it doesn't seem like it's the teachers. Like I said, it's definitely coming from, might even go as far to say people that work in administration that maybe haven't been in a classroom, or maybe don't have kids. I don't know. But I feel sad. I feel sad because I feel like it doesn't prepare them, I guess. But like I said to my mother this morning, I'm like, you know, we used to have things drilled. Like we'd have to read the chapters and go home and study, and then have the quiz and take the notes and do all the things, right? And I said to my mother, I'm like, what do you remember? I know it was many moons ago, but what do you remember from, you know, I don't necessarily remember what I learned in 5th grade. And now they're not doing that kind of stuff. So it just feels like, I don't know, they're not going to remember it. They're really not going to remember it. Not like we don't remember it. I don't know. I feel bad. I feel like they're missing out, I guess, on certain things, like certain education type things. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But oh, these mushrooms are so stinking cute. So we're going to put these guys around too. Okay. I've got 2 on this page. Let's do 1 on this page. We'll do the one with the bear. He's cute. Kind of like him down here. Kind of fit in like the grooves of the scallop from the paper. The washi tape. Okay. I'm going to do a to-do list. But yeah, so I don't know. Between them getting upset because they're doing like a video game for homework, or iReady, in between it all, it's just, it's kind of frustrating for me. Like, again, I don't mind homework, read the chapters, answer the questions, study for the quiz, that kind of thing. But I feel like there's some pressure from, I don't know if it's the state or what. I know that there's this big thing about absenteeism, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. And like, there are people out there that just don't take their kids to school or whatever. But they're also... That's not the only thing with education, if you ask me. There are things like, I don't know, studying, writing. Like I was telling my mom, my kids don't know how to read cursive. They studied cursive or penmanship. When I was in school, we had penmanship. Jeez. But now I think they did it in third grade for like a nanosecond. Like they learned the letters, and then they learned like a couple of like how to connect the letters, and they learned how to write their name in cursive. So I kind of need to teach my kids more cursive, because they can't read cursive. And I don't even know, I'm assuming teaching them more cursive will help them to read cursive, but I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily obsolete in the sense of like I have many signs, decorative signs around my house that are written in full-blown cursive that are beautiful. Hand lettering is in a cursive type font, and or not all of them, but a lot of them, and my kids can't read it. So I don't know. I don't know. That's like, I'm like, okay, so we're gonna have penmanship. All right. Enough about that. What do we have this week? Let's see. Joe has a doctor's appointment, so I'll put in dentist. Joe, 1 p.m. Oh, good. Maybe if he's back in time, maybe he'll probably want to take Weston to karate because he's not having fun with iReady with Spencer. So I'm like, haha, I'll take Weston to karate. All right. This week I need to call the doctor. I just wrote down a couple of things that I wanted to. Let me see. Did I put them in here? No. I want to look into HelloFresh again. I really do like HelloFresh. I take breaks from it because it kind of gets boring, like anything would. For me anyways. And it's like, oh, I don't want this again. I don't want that again. And honestly, sometimes, it's just not working into our schedule, especially like in the fall and stuff. I like to have leftovers, and it's like it gets dark early, so I just want to be like done. And like Monday and Wednesday will have to be leftover nights because of karate or crockpot days. So really I just need food for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Saturday's pizza night, and then usually on Sunday or Monday we have leftover pizza. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 days. And then Joe and I just do it because most of the time the kids don't like what it is. My kids are extremely picky. Weston is, he's gotten better, but Spencer, forget it. Okay. What else do I need to do? Did I do everything this week? I think I did. Okay. I do need to, how do I want to wait to do my to-do list, but I do want to make sure I get an email written. And do I have to do anything? I don't think we have anything left to do. Oh, I got to pack up stuff for the kids. Let me see. I don't know if I want to put that there, though. That would probably be more here, so I could just kind of check things off. Or maybe I should have put it there. Anyways, okay, sorry. I'm like thinking out loud. Okay. I like how this came out. I do like this here. It looks good. I feel like it's very like empty, but this is how last week filled out. So looking pretty good. But I think I got everything. I'm excited to go out. My friend had sent me like a reel on Instagram, and it was somebody pouring a glass of wine, and they said we should go out for a glass of wine and truffle fries. Now I don't drink wine, but you had me at truffle fries. So we found 2 places, I think she said, and we're going to check out one. I'm like, I'm happy with a beer and just some truffle fries. Like on a Sunday afternoon or early evening, I'm totally fine with that. Joe is going somewhere, I think. Yeah, that's this Saturday. Okay. Oh, I know. I'm going to actually put it here. Make pumpkin picking plans. Pumpkin picking. Should I say that 3 times fast? Plans. My cousin and I were talking yesterday about making plans to go to the farm and go on a hayride and pumpkin picking. It seems to be like a little tradition we seem to be doing every year, which is kind of fun. So definitely want to check that out. There is the Mystic. It's in Connecticut. Apple Festival, and I think that's the 19th and the 20th. So I don't know if that's too far out for her, but maybe we'll think about something like that. All right, guys. I feel like I've just been rambling for the last half an hour, so I apologize. I didn't mean to like go and get into this whole big thing about iReady. It's just like front and center now in our lives. And I am like torn between talking with the teachers and just figuring out if there's some sort of like I don't know, like compromise we can come to. I do see that there is importance to it. I feel like maybe if we could just like make it more within the recommended amount so Spencer's not burning out. I'm really glad dance is on Saturdays though, because if we had dance during the week, she probably would have to not do dance, which I also think is kind of like an injustice to kids that they have to pick between like an extracurricular activity because not pick, but not do it because there's no time, because there's homework that needs to be done. My kids, I don't know if you have kids, chime in below, let me know. In theory, if they have to sit down and do 30 minutes of an assignment, it should be 30 minutes of that assignment, and then they can just go on to something else. Or in this case, it would be 1 hour, 30 minutes of each, basically. But it takes me a bit to get her to sit down and to do it. There's a lot of like 5 more minutes. I need a snack. She pets the cat. She needs to change her clothes. And I get it. I try to get them to do their homework within 15 to a half an hour after we get home from after school. They're tired. They're burnt. They just want to veg. And I get that. And I try to give them both. Weston's very responsible. He gets it done. But, and he doesn't mind working past after dinner if he needs to. But like with Spencer, she wants to play her game. She wants to hang out with her friends. And I totally get that. Girls are a bit more social anyways, and I get that. But trying to give her that little bit of time, like it's really hard to get her to come back. And then by the time we sit down and do it, it's like 4:15. By the time she winds through one lesson, it's now dinner time. I have to stop. And I don't help in the sense of like answers and things like that. If she has a question, I might have to explain something to her. But I'm there more for moral support to keep her on track, because if not, she'll like sit there and fiddle with something, which is great. I try to give her a fidget, but she's fiddling and not reading or not paying attention because she's dragging her feet. So in theory, something that should take 30 minutes each subject, an hour of homework every night, turns into more like, I don't know, hours worth of homework. And it's stressful. It's stressful for her. And I have to say no to things like maybe playing after school with a friend. And I don't think it should come down to that. But unfortunately, in order to get it done, that's what we have to do. So anyways, now that I've yacked your ear off about iReady, aren't you excited? If you have anything to say about it, let me know. Chime in down below. I'm really curious. Like if you use iReady, if you're a teacher, or if you have kids, elementary, I think they do it here until 8th grade. So if you are familiar with iReady or anything like that, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, what does your school do? Or what are your kids doing right now? I would just love to know out of curiosity. I do think it's a good tool. I think it'd be great if we could like set Spencer's to help with her multiplication and her division, and that's what she's working on. So this way there's some value. Also, like she struggles with multiplication and division, matter of memorizing, so we're helping her with that. But I think that if we could reset it and then work within the you know, the time frame, that 30 to 40 minutes, I think that would be better. I really don't want her to burn out, so we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. This is our first full week. She had, last week they did Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and they had to do 100 minutes of math and 80 minutes of reading in 3 days. So it was kind of tough. So we'll see. Weston's in 7th grade. He's in honors math. They use a different type of program, which is fantastic. He has from Monday to Sunday at midnight to just do 30 minutes for honors math. So again, if you have any insight, if you have any recommended, you know, usages of iReady, please let me know down in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys, especially like everybody is from all over the place. So I really enjoy just reading how things are at your schools. I'm curious. And how your kids, if they do have iReady, how do they function? Like, do you feel like maybe they're overly anxious or getting burnt out or anything like that? Let me know. All right, guys. Again, sorry for yakking your ear off. I like how this came out. I left Friday open because honestly, I don't know what we're doing. Joe is taking Friday off. We're not going to have the kids. The kids are going to be at my mom's house. So they're going to take them to school, but we will be picking them up. So we have a nice day, nice morning. I don't have to rush. So that's going to be nice. I'm kind of excited. We're going to see Damien, Steven, and Ziggy Marley, which is going to be really fun. I'm excited for that as well. Okay, guys, as always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and hang out with me. I know we're all busy, so taking that time to hang out with me is very much appreciated, and I thank you very much. If you're interested in subscribing to the channel, go ahead and do that now so you don't forget. Hit that bell notification, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and again, I appreciate it, and thank you in advance. And until I see you again, have a beautiful week and keep planning. Bye.